Got you covered.
From Monday to Friday.
Our forebears bequeathed for us the hallmarks, sealing them with their precious blood that still cries. Therefore sing the anthem with high tenor. For today is a day to honor, to remember great souls who struggled and fought for freedom, and attain this winsome martyrdom. So with pure heart free from boredom, let's march ahead in wisdom, embracing our glorious culture. For our land has many things great for the future, not forgetting the horn of our ancestors, for we are the pride of Africa. Let's unite and be great. Arise, 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 Mother Ghana, and think. Form the right link, else you fall in the sink. Right from the onset, change your mindset to meet the target set. Don't go to friends cap in hand, for independence is how we use what we have, not how we use what others have. Shun the cancer called corruption, for it will dwarf your progression. Say no to mediocrity. Truth and excellence should be the priority. Eschew fanaticism, favoritism, and nepotism. Above all, have the mind of Christ, freely giving without price, cause your endowment has no size. This is true independence. God bless our homeland Ghana and make our nation great and strong. Thank you.
Live from GBC Studio 1, this is the Breakfast Show. Live from GBC Studio 1, this is the Breakfast Show. Live from GBC Studio 1, this is the Breakfast Show. Coming live from the capital, this is the Breakfast Show.
Good morning, my neighbors.
Good morning.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
It's a good morning, and we serve you breakfast.
Not just any breakfast.
Sizzling healthy.
Yeah, all the time. Okay, let's take a peek.
I brought my spine.
There are certain things that we do to help the children with their brushing.
And there's much more on offer on GTV Breakfast.
You want it served buffet style?
On-site restaurant.
Complimentary breakfast?
Off of your plate chicken vegetables. So in my lifetime, I haven't seen Ghana Black Stars being an African country.
Can I show what this person is about?
Yes, definitely.
Where's the
Just
camera?
stand and turn.
So what's your pleasure than Botras, yeah? At that time of the morning. So never skip breakfast.
On GTV Breakfast.
From Monday to Friday at 6 a.m.
We've got you covered with a trusted team.
Live from GBC Studio 1, this is the Breakfast Show.
He them they follow me, follow me. Follow me, follow me, because my uso golisa give me blessing. Follow me, yeah, yeah. Follow me, yo. Follow me, my uso golisa give me blessing. Follow me, yo. Hallelujah, oh, jiba majaraba. Oh, yeah. Makwaba wo jiba makefa wo dala. I will survive. Way back in my middle school, yo. My teacher tell me, boy, you so different. Ma open on another day. When Nabama tovo vote la moto me, yeah. Amoji ha, bobo, vonya padaka. Kwetovo vole, woto me, yeah. That is in why I dey give thanks and praise. That is in why I dey give God all the glory, yeah. That is in why some people never stop, they jealous me. That is in why yo. Olanunya ojiba majara. Can you turn me up a little bit, please? Makwaba wojiba magefa wotalakba. No, Olanunya ojiba majara. No. Makwaba wojiba magefa wotalakba. Yeah. Hallelujah, ojiba macharapa. Oh, yeah. Makwaba wojiba makefa wodalakba. Yeah. Ojiba macharapa. No, yeah. Makwaba wojiba makefa wodalakba. Boomba. Ra.
I don't like what you're doing. You always give me
Beautiful people, my name is Camito, aka Mr. Grind on Stop. You, yeah. Adorable, yeah. Where to be the matter, yeah. As you there crying for my head, and I hope say no be better where you carry. Mommy, baba, yeah. Wunya moa. Hey. See, I did love you for a long time, and I never go to give up on the love. I go by designer, yeah. Call you my miss, my like up. Anything that you want, my baby, yeah. You know, go suffer for this life again. Whoa. Ferrari for my lover, Gucci shoes for my lover. Ishibuchon, came in the sun and on it, yeah. You know that job they over me bad. Your body I they want sleep. Whoa. Love be sweet, they want you, yeah. You want you, and I want
Yeah. And this is the way we kick off the warmer side of the show on the first day of the new month. This is the Heritage Matmiawi Zone. Yeah, small effort for you. While he's singing Ferrari for his lover, speaking small effort for you. Miawi, good to have you here, and I'm going to have a chat with somebody I have a couple of things in common with. And as soon as he starts speaking, you will know why. Okay, so you keep the comments coming on 055-556-1034. 055-556-1034. People wanted me to say the numbers in ever, so I'll say it. Nanaka, aton, ade, deka, nanaka, eton, and 055-556-1034. Camido in the house. Yep, bro, wisdom.
Back. Morning in Dinami. Odo. Mercury, me for Amen.
We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back with Camido. Don't go anywhere. This break, the show is brought to you by Quick Credit, lending made simple. Camido, right after this.
Tell me, beer. They ma worry me. Watch me, you come 1 week, Mr. Oh, now yes. Boga, nade.
Senior, name me and you cut down my business is a collapse. My hotel banks.
So won't take quick credit, Inka.
Quick credit?
Yes, quick credit. Who pesika? Eddie Astatia, you may be. Who here be seen Eddie Atru Jodium. We are government and a private worker. Who pesika de ati hot so. We are Busumi Ejuma. Who here sikadia bibin tempai so. Quick credit be ma loan and what you are kakra. Na eni just some kesi ani say. A collateral free loaner, susu, savings, account opening, and a deposit as MBA. The here say, Ghana card. 2022 year, 1 year Juma, now one hour young. Who need excuse here? Quick credit to 03022 00390 and 05969 20833. But see that quick credit.
Okay, so if you love Camido, well, you want to be watching this show and telling your friends that he's right here on the warmer side of the show, as Valerie likes to put it. Camido, welcome. Why are you called Top Boy? I'm checking your Twitter. What be Top Boy?
Yeah, Top Boy. Well, thank you so much for bringing me on the show. Top Boy, basically, I was watching a show. I think it's a UK show. It's on Netflix, and it's called Top Boy. And it's about how, like, you know, a young kid is like was introduced into like a gang of like drug laws and all of that, but he, like, the way he just maneuvered himself to just be like on top of, you know, the food chain and all of that. Like, I just feel like considering where I came from and the situation in which I found myself and how I maneuvered myself to get here, I'm a top boy.
Where did you come from?
I come from the Volta region of Flower. I stayed in Ho for like the most part of my life, and also, you know, I've literally been like a hustler with regards to my music. You know, when I discovered that I could sing through the inspiration I had from Akon, I had to figure my way out. There wasn't really, like, you know, there's no like structures that can really like enable like you know, new artists to really just rise like that. So it's like it was difficult for me at some point, and I just felt like, you know, that really made me a top boy.
Paint a picture of how difficult those times were. I mean, you said you were a hustler.
Yeah, I was a hustler. But I mean, I used to. My mom was a teacher in Ola Girls, so like I stayed on that campus in the Bangalore, and I used to walk from there to a place called Agba Shapa in Ho, and I used to do that with my friend.
How distance is in Accra? Like,
I think it would be from Medina to like you know, National Theatre, basically.
Wow.
Yeah, it's far. Yeah, it's far. You know, so it's far. It should be that. And we used to walk from the house to the studio every time. And body don't matter, no, 'cause I've got you. Nobody wanna see us together. Body don't matter, no, 'cause I got you. Something like that.
Yes.
Yeah, and I had that, and I was like, well, this sounds so fresh and like refreshing, and I fell in love with it. I said I was gonna do it. So I came back home and I was mimicking Akon, and that's just how, like, I started to make music.
Have you met him?
Well, virtually.
Okay.
Virtually. Like, shout outs to Kali J. There's an influencer on Twitter. And I mean, social media. He's called Kali J. And he had a space. There's this Twitter space thing that's up now. And he had a space. And Akon, he was hosting Akon. And I'm like, ooh. So, and at the time, I was like me and George, my manager, we were busy, you know. So I quickly, like, ran up everything I was doing. And I got home. And they were almost rounding up the interview on the space. So Kali J sent me a message like, yo, are you free to join? And
he knew that Akon was your guy.
Yeah, he knew. So he actually introduced me. It's like, yo, Akon, Camido has the biggest song in Ghana right now, and he's like, you inspired him. He says you inspired him, and he would like to say a word. And Akon's like, what's his name spelled? And at that time, my image on the space had just gone next to Akon, and I'm like, Baba, I'm right next to you. And I'm like, I'm right next to you, you know. So I had the chance to speak to him, and the good thing is, he said that my music, my latest single, Sugarcane, was his like his in his top 10 playlist, and it was a monster hit. So I was like so excited. I'm like, bro, I've met all my inspirations like in music, you know, because last year I met Sarkodie, who also inspired me heavily, you know, because I was a rapper also.
Oh, you still rap?
I don't rap anymore. I will rap at some point.
Okay.
Yeah, I will rap at some point. But like, I met Sarkodie in London last year, and we made music together, and it was beautiful. Like, you know, that was like heavenly thing for me. And then Akon, like, crazy.
You're done. Any more people you want to meet?
Bro, I don't know. Anybody that I get to meet, like, that's cool. But like, I feel blessed because I feel like these are the two people that really like inspired me mentally. Like anything, they inspired me to make music.
How about Asha?
Asha, you mean yeah? Well,
Nigerian musician.
Yeah, I was on her album yesterday. I've never been on Asha's music as heavy as I did yesterday. Can I say this? Like, my best friend lost his dad.
Okay.
You know, my condolences again on TV. And I wasn't able to attend the funeral on Saturday. So yesterday we made time, like we cleared everything, and I just had to take a trip to Keta to see him and, you know, comfort him a little bit. And I went back, like, it was Asha's album, and I have so many favorites on it right now. I love the album.
Is it the new one or the old one?
The new one, the one called V.
Okay, okay.
It's crazy. I love it. I love it. I can't lie.
You like singing a lot.
Yeah.
Was your voice always like this? I mean, did you do something to it? Is it natural, or you went to lessons?
Yeah, I think it was a conscious effort to develop my talent, because I've always learned that you know, development, like artist development, is part of like the process. So I had to go through it, and at some point I went to a man called Freeman. He's like a top.
I know Freeman.
Yeah, top voice coach in Ghana.
He's like Mempasem.
Yeah,
area.
right. Yeah, right. And I had to go to him a couple times, you know, to train myself. So I learned a couple techniques over there.
You paid money to do that?
Yeah, I had to pay money. I mean, because this is like investment.
Yeah.
This is like, you know, so I had to do that.
And can you remember the first thing he taught you when you went there?
Actually, he didn't teach me directly the first time. He was teaching somebody. He was teaching somebody, and I begged to be in a session. So I just sat down there, but I was listening. And he was teaching, I think he was teaching what they were doing that vowel thingy. La, 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 la. He was doing that with a woman, and I was there and I was doing it in my head. I was learning on it because I feel like, you know, not everything like will be taught you directly. Sometimes you just have to listen and learn on the job. Yeah.
If you had to describe your music in terms of, to somebody who hadn't heard you before, what would you say your music is, or what would your music remind them of?
My music mainly communicates passion, I think. My music mainly communicates passion, which is the main thing. Because if you listen to me, everybody, like most people have like testified that they sense a lot of passion in my voice. That for me, I love to pass the message of love, like a lot of times. But I describe my music also as Afropop. I mean the genre. I describe my music as Afropop, considering the inspirations I had from like the Western culture, and me being an African artist, blending all of that. I feel like my music is Afropop.
How high? I've heard you sing. How high can you sing?
Well, I can do anything my spirit is allowed, like that my spirit allows me to do.
Okay.
Like I've never like limited myself with regards to key and say that this is my zone, this is not my zone. I sing some songs that are so high of my key, and it still sounds good. So as long as it's sounding good to my spirit, and my spirit is allowing me to do it, I do it.
Top 3 singers you're listening to right now that you are really feeling, apart from Asha.
I was gonna say Asha, but oh my God, top 3 singers. I'm on the spot, so it's like it's hot. But actually, I'm listening to myself.
Okay.
Because I've got my EP on the way, so I'm actually listening to it back to back to be sure that I want these tracks to come out. And I'm listening to
Asha is number 2.
Yeah, Asha. Yeah, right now I'm listening.
I'm making
to
it easy
Asha.
for you.
And bro, you need to help me. I'm listening to Miguel as well.
Okay, who's Miguel?
Miguel is I think I don't know where the country he's from, but Miguel is a popular musician.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know him. It's like R&B. It's pop.
Yeah, his pop.
It's pop.
His pop.
Okay.
R&B pop.
Okay.
Yeah. His pop. Miguel. Yeah.
Let's talk about the business side of where you are, because it's show business. The show part is, yes, getting on the stage, singing passionately, but the business side, how are you handling that? Is it like label, independent? What are you doing?
Yeah. So when I was about to drop for my lover, my friend, a couple friends of mine, and myself, we decided to team up to start our own label. You know, because I just didn't like the whole idea of artists switching from labels to labels and all of that. Like, I'm not a fan of that. I just want to stay with my family, like my people that I believe and trust, and then move. So we started on Stop.
Grind
on Stop, and I actually went ahead to tattoo it on my body. You can see in my photos, like
Grind.
Yeah, Grind on Stop.
Don't stop.
Yeah, right.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Why?
I mean, that's just like something that describes my workaholic, nature. Like, I'm just the type of person who loves to work and go for my dreams, and so as my friends, like my boys. So we put that together and we started. So it's like an independent label of ours, and we realized that we needed a management team, obviously like a pro who could manage an artist like myself. And so like we reached out to Mr. George Britton actually a couple times.
Okay.
He had to study to be sure that I was the type of artist he wanted to work with. And yeah, finally we met each other at some point, and yeah, he came on board, and his so far business and music passion, everything has been really cool for me.
What has surprised you about the Ghanaian music industry?
Well, sorry, I think what surprises me is the fact that we find it so hard to embrace new stuff. We find it so hard to evolve. Like, we find it so hard to accept people who evolve. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like people want you to stick to like the old ways of doing stuff, and like it takes time for people to embrace like new stuff. One thing I know is Ghanaians love quality music, but then we criticize a lot. Simply put, I think it surprises me that we criticize too much.
What's the most surprising criticism you've heard of your music?
He sounds Nigerian. It's like,
what is that? Is that supposed to be a compliment, or?
I don't even know, bro. I don't even know. Like, they're like, he's good, he's so good, but he sounds Nigerian. I'm like, that's not a problem. Like, fact that the product is good, you should just enjoy it. But you want to say something like, but just that's negative. You understand? Like, I feel like the music is good, but
and then everybody forgets what you said first, and they start listening to what the
So I think that we shouldn't really dwell on these things. For example, like right now everyone is trolling a young kid called Black Sherif and all of that.
Why?
Because I don't even know exactly what the story is, but they're talking about him and his label and all of that. But I feel like the guy makes amazing music, and if only we could focus on that and just groom him like a couple like industry guys and say, yo, we heard this, what's the problem? We fix it, we move. That's all I'm about. Like, I'm not about bashing people for like the little mistakes and all of that. I feel like that's not the way forward. We have like a long way to go. I feel like we have a long way to go when it comes to music in Africa. We make the music, but we are not able to push. What's the problem? So yeah, that's just what I think.
Biggest mistake you've made so far in the music industry?
Biggest mistake, to be honest, I don't regret anything. I don't regret anything. I was in a group before, and I feel like that also helped me. Even though we broke up and I felt so much pain, and it broke me down and all of that, but I still regret it. It's a process that taught me how to handle myself and do like work of two people same time. Yeah.
What do the Nigerians tell you that you sound like them?
They don't tell me that I sound like them. They just tell me like I'm a gem. Like, any Nigerian I meet, this like I'm a gem. Like, I could tell you for a fact, before I made Sugarcane, my latest single, I was in the studio with Pato Rankin, and anytime he comes to Ghana, shout outs to Obi, Pato Rankin always tells Obi to call me into the session, because he feels like I have something you know, that is not being tapped enough. So he always like, yo, you need to be here when we're writing. So I'm there and we're writing, and he's always like, you know, telling me, yo, you've you know, so like they always tell me that I've got it. I'm not saying that Ghanaians don't tell me that. Ghanaians, a lot of Ghanaians, like 80%, 90% of my people tell me that I'm a gem. They write it on social media. People don't even know me, but they write it on social media. I'm just saying what you said. I needed to clear that so that people will not come.
They'll jump on you again, you know. I know my people.
Yeah.
All right. Just curious, what does Kamido mean?
Well, Kamido was just a coined word. It's like basically first through my mom and a friend used to like, you know, say some funny stuff to each other, like Kamido. It looks like it was like a nickname of, like, between my mom and a friend, like a long time ago. And I saw it as Kamido. You know, I yonkified it. Yes. I saw it as Kamido.
Yeah.
And then when
is
I
it ever Kamido?
I don't know. And
possibly.
I haven't, like, to be honest, I didn't want to know what it meant, because sometimes when you now find out the thing,
the mystique
like
goes.
It's like now disappointed and you don't want to go for that. So for me, I didn't care about that. It just sounded cute to me. And I was going to choose my Facebook name, and you needed a first name and a second name. So at that time, my nickname was Fingers.
Fingers?
Yeah.
Why?
Because anytime I was listening to music, I would, you know, make this like thing, like as if I was playing the music.
Okay.
Like I was playing
but do you play though?
Keyboard. I try.
Okay.
Yeah,
good.
I produce. You know, so I'm able to figure my way around it. And so that was my name. So I chose Fingers Kamido.
Okay. And
at some point, it was like too long, and I just threw the
fingers away.
Because obviously my people would start to think that, you know,
something.
You know?
You're playing other things.
Yeah. They would think I play other stuff. So I just put the fingers away, and you know, that also came through one of my friends who is a guitarist, like a top guitarist called Nikwe. He said, I think you should put the fingers away and just go with Kamido.
Okay.
I actually didn't want to do it first, but then later I did it, and it
working.
worked.
And it sounds.
Yeah, and actually, me and my mom prayed over it. We prayed
really?
over it, and we said, I told my mom I wanted to make it my name at some point. So we prayed over it, and we said, God, please let this name mean blessings. So it began to mean blessings in my life. We registered it; it became my name. So like, yeah, it's part of my name now.
You're
very close to my mom.
Why?
Because I was raised by just my mom. I was raised by just my mom. I was, should I say fortunate or not fortunate? I mean, because it's a blessing still. So I was raised by my mom because my dad was late, you know. But I really never felt the impact of my dad not being like around. Like my mom really did everything.
When did he pass?
For me, like
at your age, what age?
At my absence. Like I wasn't born when my dad passed.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So like I was born to hear the.
yes. So you've seen his pictures and everything.
So I didn't really know what it meant to not have a dad. I don't know if you get that.
Yeah, I do.
You know, growing up at some point, like my friends and their dad be going for shopping and all of that, but they come back and still bring me some toys. So it didn't really like mean anything to me. Like, yeah, my mom was literally everything. She would provide. She made sure I had the best of education. She made sure like. Bro, my mom was super.
Man, your eyes are glistening just talking about her.
Yeah, my mom is super. Like, my mom is super. I can't lie.
You have siblings?
Yeah, I have siblings.
All right, but from your mom, you're the only one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And does she tell you about your dad?
We had a conversation about it once, but that was when I was so young. We had a conversation. To be honest, I don't bother my mom about that. Because at some point, I started feeling like maybe if I said that, she would feel bad or something, you know? Because we had a conversation about it. I asked her once, because I was young, she said something that just to like, you know how African mothers just say something for you to feel like, everything is all right. Because she thought I was going to cry, but bro, I'm hard.
Would you have like a dad figure?
Yeah, I've always had dad figures. In fact, everywhere I go, I have dad figures. Like growing up, I've had one of my uncles who always like reached out. I've had uncles, like back-to-back uncles who always like fit in for me. Like they always provide for me. They always come through with gifts, coming to Accra. People, I've always had dad figures. Like everybody that I meet just loved me and just like, you know, supported me in people as dad figures. And I respect them as such.
Listen, you're a performer, you're a musician, and I can't just be talking.
Yes.
We know if I sing something.
Please pass me the mic.
Yeah, man. Yeah, me, Jinada. So what are you going to sing for us, man?
I'm gonna sing Available, and I'm also gonna sing, you know, your like most people's favorites like Sugar Cane. So
what's the story behind Available?
available, to be honest. Yeah, well, I made it. Sometimes I don't have to, it doesn't really have to be my story. Like most times it's just like stories that I've heard of people or what is going on around me. I just use that to make music. And I feel like partners should be available to one another, you know.
And then sugarcane, fufu in ever, but why sugarcane?
Sugarcane, well, I made a beautiful track when I met Phantom, the producer in Ghana, and he played the beats, and I was just like writing. I just started writing, and I felt what I wrote, like, you know, the title should be Sugarcane. And sometimes my friends even suggest titles to me, though.
Okay.
Yeah, sometimes my friends suggest titles to me, and like for example, SK, my photographer, we were in a car today, and I was playing one of the tracks that's meant to be on my EP, and it's like, yo, this track should be called Tinder.
That's all.
Yeah. So
where you take them?
Yeah. So I took it. So I'm like, I'm gonna communicate to my team. I'm like, let's change that. Let's call it Tinder.
How important is it for like a performer or musician to be aware of everything that's happening around to feed into your creative process?
It depends on the performer or the artist or the creative person, because everyone has their creative process. People just want to listen to other people's stories. People want to feel things themselves. People want, like, you know, so for me, it's everything. Once I'm being inspired, once my spirit is being touched by whatever I'm hearing or seeing, boom, it's easy for me to make music about. Like, my spirit needs to be touched first before I make music about.
Tell me about the whole experience. You're recognizable, people know you, they hear you. What's the weirdest fun experience you've had?
Fun experience. Weirdest. to be honest, I always feel blessed. I didn't really think I'll be here. I knew that I will make it. I knew that I will always make it because I believed in myself. But you know, every time I'm seeing every step as a blessing. So it's like if a fan walks up to me, my heart beats because I feel like, ooh, this person is listening to me. This person is feeling.
What do they do? I mean, when they come up to you, what do they do?
People are so excited. People want to hug me. People want to tell me all the stories. Like, yo, my child is listening to your music, and the whole family, we love you. And you know, people are so excited to meet me, and I'm like, this is so beautiful. Like, I always feel blessed every time I meet these people. You know, that's just what it is. Like, weirdest, I don't think I have one. Every moment is like beautiful. I don't think I've had like a weirdest moment with a fan. Like,
let's talk about this briefly before we go. Please go behind the pillow.
Yeah?
Yes.
Okay.
I do my random questions.
Okay.
Yeah, random questions.
Okay.
Yeah. And when you pick it, you take it away with you.
All right, cool.
Yes.
Take it away.
Shake it. Yep. Pick a random question.
Like the way I shake Sobolo.
Yeah, it be so.
I'm picking one.
Yeah, pick one.
All right, cool.
You can pick two if you want, but pick one first.
Open it.
Open it and read it. It's a question.
Hey, it's been typed though.
Yeah, so.
What's your all-time favorite band, and what would you give to meet them?
Oh, this is a nice music question.
Yeah.
All-time favorite band?
Well, it could be one person, right?
Yeah, it could be one person. Yeah, one person could be musician.
I love Angelique Joe.
Ah.
Yeah, I love Angelique Joe for the fact that she's so indigenous. Like she makes she puts her language in the music, and she's like top up there. A lot of people would want to sing just English.
Yes.
She sings like she's so like authentic.
What's your favorite?
My favorite is I actually have two.
Okay, Ginam.
I go low.
Yeah.
You know that?
Yeah, I know that one.
It's so nice.
Yes.
I love Angelique Joe. She performs with so much passion.
Yeah.
You could see that. And I will give up a performance at a stage I haven't performed before. Let's say, I perform a beat. I don't know, bro. Like, I'll give up time with my mom. Yeah, my mom will actually agree. I'll give up time with my mom to meet Angelique Joe, because it will be my mom's like joy to see me make music or even meet Angelique Joe.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that is the greatest like that I could give up.
All right.
Yeah.
Normally people take one question, so you take a second one.
All right.
Take a second one.
But this is special, man.
You like that question? Yeah. One more and then we're done.
Okay, cool. You ever learn to swim? If so, how did you learn? Describe your experience.
You did swim?
Bro, I can swim, but I can only go under the water.
You can't come up.
I'm only a submarine, like, bro. I can only swim under the water for some time, and if I'm down, like if my breath is like, you know, then I come up. I'm like, Yeah, and I learned it by myself.
Okay.
Like, I want to really take lessons, swimming lessons, because I feel like it's really important.
Indeed.
I love to, play around water, so I would want to take lessons. But yeah, I only swim under the water, so I'm a submarine swimmer.
Submarine swimmer. And when we come up after this, he's going to be singing his songs for you. 2 songs, Sugarcane and then Available. You stay with us. This is day 1 of Heritage Month on GTV. My guest is also a Kofi like me. And there's a Raphael, I'm a Robert, so we have an RK in our initials. The great Camido coming up after this. Break brought to you by Quick Credit. Simple.
I'm available to you, yeah. Meet up on the Boomba. TikTok. Hey. Oh, TikTok. I've seen your videos on TikTok. FM. And I like how you carry yourself, no insult. Oh, baby, you are what brought her from home. Yeah. Whoa, by default. Turn me up. Oh, by default, I would like to hold you down. Hey, I would like to show you nicer things inside me. Oh, baby, my God hesitated, yo, yeah. Oh, yo, yeah. I'll be available. I'll be available to you. Anytime you want me, you can have me. Namanyalo, if something they bother you, namanyalo, yeah. And I go stand in and fight for you, yeah. And I go stand in and fight for you, yeah. Manyala batamelo, lean for a change yeah. Every evening in Bible, so we can drive away bad love. And if there's a I'll be available. Anytime you want me, you can have me. You can have me. Yeah. I'll be available. Hey, anytime you want me, you can have me. They call me Meet Up on the Team, baby. Boomba. Me. Your love is sweeter, yeah. So below juice mixed with a little ginger, yeah. Oh girl, I wanna be with you. Enough time for me. I wanna live with you, yeah. I get it easy why I can't let go. Girl, you never know, so you're gonna gossip. Oh man, dance so far to find you. Middle, on the tin. Boomba. Man, my name is Comido. The music video for Sugarcane is out on YouTube. Check it out. Peace and love. Mido say so. Boomba.
Sugarcane sweet, but your love is sweeter. So below juice mixed with a little ginger. Oh girl, I wanna be with you, but you know they got enough time for me. I wanna live with you. I got the reason why I can't let go. Girl, you never know.
Coming live from the capital. This is the Breakfast Show.
Good morning, my neighbors.
Good morning.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
It's a good morning, and we serve you breakfast.
Not just any breakfast.
Sizzling helping.
Yeah, all the time. Okay, let's take a peek. I brought my spine.
There are certain things that we do to help the children with their brushing.
And there's much more on offer on GTV Breakfast.
You want it served buffet style?
On-site restaurant.
Complimentary breakfast?
Off of your plate chicken vegetables. So in my lifetime, I haven't seen Ghana Black Stars being an African couple.
Can I show what this restaurant is about?
Yes, definitely.
Where's the camera?
Just stand and turn.
So what's your pleasure than Votrasia at that time of the morning? So never skip breakfast.
GTV Breakfast.
From Monday to Friday at 6 a.m.
We've got you covered with a trusted team.
Thanks for staying on. It's still breakfast on GTV. Remember, we are celebrating our Heritage Month, and we are looking this regal thanks to Rate Cultural 2. They are into traditional dressing and also into sales and rentals. Follow them across social media platforms. Grateful to our other sponsors, Awake and Adonko as well. And as we begin to wrap up, we've been enjoying some Seprewa music, and Nana is just going to share with us. And Nana, adie waboache na yese guitar ne nana ni chire yemue de ya obe pie sa ejuma we so
that's any akwanya.
People even think you only speak Tree, but I know that you speak very good English as well. But because it's Heritage Month, we're going to do this in Tree so that we appreciate our Akan speakers as well. Okay, Nana.
Meneyame Edwards. Eno kre. So you can seprewa. Ebinu bisase na asichira kura arensen. Eya akan kasa miensa ene ya kan bomu. Se echire kasa. Ebizo obi bisase na o sesen. Na or sissay or sequence or sissay se a cassa and a pre what the one sounds so a can be what a dear is sha be a ketua and the afano at the ketway per cassa and ya can boom se pre wa it speaks when it is touched. If it's an anonymous kono now you can say you tell no abeto seprewa. Enti sani ana yesi bo seprewa no. You tell ba ya ye to twene ye no. Omo ntima ansesa se de yesi bo no no. Ebi ne san. Tie ya nwimi ti se. Yam ponse jawaria e kasa. entimi anyira omo bro ni beto say transfer rhythm no echo guitar no so no autonomy na yede kasa ebi ne say jamina buwe jamina buwe kwana braso dini nyina ye kasa nti guitar no beto ade na ebia ne de ye kan enna nyame nhyiram na nananom nso eni beje mo ho se mo kai wo guitar no beto no nti edin seprewa no se ye ka weni ye guitar ne maame ebisa ya de a o mo baaye no na yenso ye de a wa ha no nye we nko a ye wo sodwem ye wo korgo ye wo gonje ene ye wo benta ansa na seprewa ente string instruments ye wo enum wo call ye dem fragment bo na ye kasa trumpet ya ye de ye won tahara menso no ene ye wa tentebe ene ye wo won eno nko ye nan ente wodi dwomuno num na sraka sratwa den kuma jaka ye ka bo mo enfanse be enoma be se du be nwotwe ena nananom de agya ye nya ya tuoguyo na ye special yes Mozart ana se Wagner na ya to bibia guo na nananom ya de kase de maaye
Seprewa, authentic Seprewa music. Yeah. Nana, you'll be running us out of here very shortly, and we just want to say we are grateful that you watched this very first episode of our Heritage Month series. Happy birthday, Ebenezer Osei Tutu, and also Rebecca Na Ajika in your GRA office. Your people love you, your family love you. They say to send you a big shout. Thank you to all of you who watched us today. We are touring Ghana this month, and we hope you enjoy every experience with us. Mindanye Shibabao, Ninyane, Mu Ofi, Kenyaya, Obana Nyewolebi. Bye for now. Nana, go take us away.
To be taffy, why I don't of what I want to say. A man, yeah, it's a man was